All right, what is going on, everyone? We're back with a long-awaited deck profile. This is going to be the post-Maze of Muertos build, so we're just going to get started because you can probably already tell what's going to be in the deck. It's not too different from some of my previous lists. So I just took this deck to my locals last Saturday, and I went 3-1, so I was pretty happy with how it did. We are playing one Duskcrow and one Furnace. You could play two Furnace. Furnace is an amazing extender and starter. It allows you to get to Poly and Mask Change, and unlike Vion, you just reveal it and then you add Poly or Mask Change and then pitch one. So this can't get impermed, this can't get Veilered or anything. You're also not committing as much. You're not playing as much into Nibiru or anything. You put a lot of pressure on your opponent to respond to you right away, and you haven't put a monster on the field. So this is just such a great card for the deck, and obviously Duskcrow just adds it, and you can search any of these off of anything. 2 Stratos, 1 Shadow Mist, 1 Neos. This is pretty standard at this point. We got the 3 Ferris, the 1 Increase, and the 2 Vion. 1 Increase is always correct, and still 3 Ferris for now because you want to open the card. If you open Ferris and Mali, which you do all the time because they're both at 3, it just feels like you win. You can play through so much just through opening those 2 cards, and I'm on 43 cards, so that reduces the chance a little bit of drawing one-ofs, and I've liked how the deck has performed in a small sample. Destiny Heroes, 1 Plasma, 3 Malicious, 1 Denier, completely standard. Non-engine, 4 monsters, 3 Fuelos, 3 Ash, 2 Droll. They finally hit this card. I never thought they would hit this card in my life because it helps bad players win, and it's just one of those blowout cards that they think balances the game when it really doesn't because you can use it going first. So every single hero player, we hate Droll and Lockbird. It is the #1 way to beat this deck. I really don't care about Nibiru, and thankfully Shifter's at 1. People try to tell me this deck loses to Nibiru when it literally just doesn't. That's such an outdated talking point that it's not even funny. So I'm playing the 2 Droll because it's still a great card, and you'll also see why I'm playing it later on. But thankfully, we no longer have to deal with 3 Droll and Lockbird. Moving on to spells, 3 Hero Lives, 3 Fusion Destiny. These are 2 of the best cards in the deck. Fusion Destiny is even better now. Let's say you have to lead Fusion Destiny if it's kind of an awkward hand where you don't draw any starters outside of it. Now you can end on DPE, Plasma, and Chaos. You can still summon Chaos because it's a dark and a light. Its effect also makes it a light. So you get to more of your end board pieces when you are dark locked under Fusion Destiny. You can get to Dark Claw as well because of Furnace adding it. You're not summoning the Furnace. Now the engine one-ofs. 1 Poly, Miracle, Mask Change, Rhoda, and Foolish. So you could also play 2 Poly, which I am going to try at some point, because obviously Furnace and Vion add it, and it is not bad to open. A lot of the time, it can help you combo pretty easily if you open it. Mask Change obviously is even more searchable now. Now for non-engine. Called By, Talents, Crossout, and the good old reliable 3 Droplet, one of the best hero cards ever made. With the growing presence of hand traps like Mulch Armies, I think you have to play these. Every time I've seen one of these, it's broken. It's amazing. And I'm playing 14 non-engine, which is a high non-engine count in this deck, but I'm happy I found a way to make it work without playing too many cards. And then, of course, you have the 1 favorite contact. We're going to move on to extra deck. So this, in my opinion, is one of the coolest hero cards ever. I love the artwork. I have the sleeves as well, so he's got his own sleeve. And finally, we can summon this. I've tried in the past in games like Duel Links to summon this without the main deck Masked Heroes, and it's hilariously bad. But just one of the sickest cards ever. And believe it or not, heroes have a negate. Elemental heroes, and Chaos does count as an elemental hero, so you can summon him with Miracle Fusion. We have the Wake Up, Shining Neos, Sunrise, Infernal Rage, and the new Thunder Giant Voltic Thunder. I haven't used its effect yet, but I love Thunder Giant. It's one of my favorite heroes. So when they announced Infernal Rage a couple years ago, I was really excited for it, but I was also hoping we get a Thunder Giant retrain, which we did. So that's awesome. I know a lot of people really wanted to see that as well. Masked Heroes, we are playing the 2 Dark Claw. It's really easy to go double Dark Claw when you have Furnace and Wonder Driver set up, and the 1 Blast mainly to dodge targeted negation with Stratos. A lot of people will still like to go Veiler or Imperm on Stratos, which normally isn't that good of a play unless you're making a read that they have nothing else. So you can punish that. And also the back row removal effect can come up. It's actually come up quite a few times for me before in the past. We got the 1 DPE, of course, the 1 Driver, the 2 Cross Crusader, and the Infernal Devicer. I've thought about playing a Dread Decimator as well, but there already just isn't a lot of space. So now we're gonna go to the side deck. 2 Mask Change. I am always boarding into this going first because I just don't want to lose to Droll, and it can also help you dodge targeted negation, as I just said, in Veiler and Imperm. Even if it's a deck Darklaw isn't good against, you just want to preemptively make Darklaw and shut off cards like Droll, because you're still going to get hit with it and it's going to suck. So if you Darklaw them, they obviously can't Droll you. It has to go to graveyard as cost. And also, Darklaw is really good against decks like Ryzeal too. I was able to prevent my opponent from going X Send Aggregator by doing so. 2 Thrust. This card's amazing in Hero. I used to main it. Some Thrust targets. 1 Duster. 3 Dark Ruler. This is still such a good card at a locals where not everyone plays meta, so you're going to see quite a few boards that you want to break. And then we got Traps. The 1 Solemn Judgment. I wish they didn't limit this card. It's one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Evenly, we can add this off Thrust, and then for going first, Daruma, DD Ground, Deck Dev. All of which can be set off Thrust. I have used this against Draco Tail, decks like Dragon Link. I just used this against Valmonica. This is really good against decks like Sprite. And with everyone playing Mulch Armies and other cards, when you draw Thrust or you draw one of those, this gives you some counterplay. And then these are just 2 win button cards in Rivalry of Warlords. I miss going Rivalry of Warlords plus Dark Angel and essentially FTKing your opponent. And Anti-Spell, which is one of the stupidest cards they ever made that I hope gets banned, because that's a card my brother will side against me that I often lose to. So that's going to be it for the deck. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I love this deck. It's the only deck I play in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I just want to see the hero community do well. If you take this deck to your locals, any version of it, you don't have to play my list, of course. I want to know how it goes. If you take it to a YCS or regional, anything, please let me know. Please let me know how it performed and if you're enjoying the new support, because I definitely enjoyed it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.